Hello, everyone. So, the Assassin's Creed Mirage trailer dropped yesterday. Um, this is exciting, but it's cautiously exciting because we know Ubisoft. For those of you who know Ubisoft, you know Ubisoft. And Assassin's Creed. Before I get into this trailer a little bit, I want to talk about Assassin's Creed a second. Assassin's Creed is a game that really exists close in my heart. I played Assassin's Creed since I was a very little kid. It was one of the first RPGs I ever played, and I played through most of them as they came out and as I got older. I loved all of them: Altair, Ezio. Uh, they were all great. And following Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Syndicate wants to shift away from the unique silent assassin type of gameplay, began to move toward the more generic RPG style gameplay. I feel like Assassin's Creed really lost what it was. Um, that's not to say what we got wasn't good, right? I think Assassin's Creed Origins is a fantastic game, right? I love it. I think it's one of my favorite RPGs. Open world RPGs. I think it's so good. I think Odyssey was great too. I think Valhalla was very good, especially with those two mythological DLCs that both of those games did to go more fantasy, more magic oriented themes, which it was a great break from the norm. I mean, we've always had that in Assassin's Creed with the Apple of Eden and such. There's always been those religious, mythological undertones to it, but they really went full ham with those two games. Like they really took the gloves off and said, "We're just going to go for this mythological epic." And that's great. I'm glad that they did that, but it still lost what Assassin's Creed is supposed to be, right? You can bring the hidden blade back all you want in Valhalla, but the Brotherhood and the Templars, and that whole storyline was just so well done as we got to see that story of the assassins told throughout different parts of history, right? And it was great to see how these assassins worked through the shadows at these different points in history, and we lost that, right? I think we really lost that intrigue of Assassin's Creed, despite being good games. The last few have just been generic RPGs that could have been named anything else, but they were named Assassin's Creed and had a few Assassin's Creed elements put in there, like hoods and like blade, small blades and assassinations and stuff, to sell it, which I always thought was unfortunate. So the point of my little long preamble here is I'm hoping. I know nothing about Assassin's Creed Mirage. I've purposefully kept information away from myself because I want to kind of naturally learn about it as I go. I'm hoping that we go back to our roots with this one. I'm hoping, praying that as much as I love the RPG games, and I hope that we keep some of those RPG elements and open world elements that we've had in the past two or three games, I want us to really take a step back to hiding in plain sight, to sitting on a ledge, looking at a building, trying to strategize, the different approaches we're going to take to silently assassinate our targets. The parkour. I mean, there's parkour in the new ones, but the intercity complex parkour systems that they created, especially in Unity, the parkour system in Unity is second to none in my opinion. They totally peaked there. So I want all that back, and the co-op too. The co-op assassination stuff. That stuff was fun in Unity. So I really want them to start stepping back into those directions because to me, I think that their games were good, but weren't received as well as they wanted, and they took elements of it, innovative elements of those of their games that I thought were really really good, and took them out, thinking that like the general public won't like it, and they went more generic. So I really hope they go back to those risks, back to those innovations, and back to what Assassin's Creed really started out as. So without further ado, let's get started on this trailer. And it is just cinematic, I believe. But that's okay. Brotherhood? Okay, so we're going back to the Brotherhood. Good. Back to the Brotherhood. It's a good start. Where are we though? Mesopotamia? Okay, we got the parkour in the city running from the guards, trying to become incognito. Again, classic Assassin's Creed. Okay. Oh, gotta work on your parkour, buddy. Oh! And then we got the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood coming in for the save. All right. Oh? What? Why are they fighting? Wait, why did he kill him? He didn't even flinch. Dude, that's a burning piece of metal cutting through a half an inch of bone, muscle, and skin. How do you not even flinch? All right, that's what I love to hear. Hide in plain sight. Oh, oh, the smoke bomb. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what I missed from Assassin's Creed. Seems like kind of advanced technology for ancient Mesopotamia, which is what I'm still assuming this is. That's okay. Oof, oof, oh! This is giving me Assassin's Creed 2 vibes. Dodge the sand, nice. Ooh. Requiescat in pace. What? 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 What the what? What was that? Wait, what was that at the end there? What? This is supposed to be our little safe space where after we kill someone we get to hang out in the limbo a bit and talk to them. Who why is there a monster in here? I don't know. That's cool though. That's cool. Okay. That is an exciting trailer. That is an exciting trailer. So that big ramble I did at the beginning about Assassin's Creed going back to its roots and going back to the hiding in plain sight and the stealth kills and the strategizing and the intercity parkour escapes, all that good stuff that really got us to fall in love with Assassin's Creed in the first place. It looks like that's the vibe of this one. At least that's what they're trying to display. It doesn't mean I wouldn't want some more of those RPG elements from the other games. Like I would love to have some different weapons that act differently. I would love to have a vast open world of different cities. I loved like the bounty system of bounty hunters hunting you around. And the mythological part too. I mean, like old Assassin's Creed games, like I said, had some like mythological element to them with the artifacts of Eden and stuff, but they never went anywhere near as far as the last couple of games has with Valhalla and Odyssey and their DLCs and stuff. So maybe what this is at the end over here maybe that is some kind of attempt at trying to bring it back someplace a little more mythological, which would be great. Like, I think that'd be awesome. I think that mythological stuff and all of the magic stuff in Assassin's Creed games work really well at the end for end game content. But it seems like for the game itself, it's going to be a lot of what we're used to with Assassin's Creed games traditionally. Um, we've got the assassinations inside of the city. We've got the brotherhood, the traditional brotherhood with their ceremonies. We've got the running away from the guards in the city using parkour. I'm very curious about this. Why did they? Why did he help him up and then try to kill him? I'm very curious about this. Why are they fighting now? I guess we'll find out. But yeah, man. What I really am looking forward to, or really want to see from this one, is not only traditional elements, but I want to see some of those elements improved. I want to see improved parkour, right? I want to see um, an improved combat system. Because the last time we got a game like this, right, Assassin's Creed game like this, that wasn't like your traditional RPG, but more of like the city-based parkour assassination stuff. I think that was Syndicate, and I always thought Syndicate's combat was very lackluster. You and the combat before that was, the traditional Assassin's Creed combat with the counters and all that stuff. I thought was okay at the time, but I don't think it would work as much now. I think Unity had some pretty great combat. I really liked Unity's combat. Um, and I really liked Origins combat as well. Origins had some good combat. Valhalla was pretty decent as well. I just want them to bring that stuff together because, like I said, the RPG games had good stuff to it. They weren't bad by any means. They just weren't, strictly speaking, Assassin's Creed, right? They just kind of had Assassin's Creed slapped on them, but they did some good stuff. Let's put it all together now. Let's make an ultimate Assassin's Creed game, yeah? Um, so I'm excited. I love Assassin's Creed. Take it with a grain of salt because it's Ubisoft, of course, but hopefully we get to see some gameplay soon and some of this stuff that I'm saying, going back to its root, Assassin's Creed going back to its roots. Hopefully that can be confirmed a little bit as we see gameplay and we see some more um, traditional style of Assassin's Creed playthroughs. Um, yeah, looking forward to it. Hope we get some more strategy. We get some more infiltration missions. Or elements and taking your own path to complete a mission type deals. That's what I really want from this game. I want freedom in how I choose to assassinate targets and stuff. I want challenge if I choose to be like super aggro so that it motivates me to try and be stealthy and try and be clever. I want a little more of a Hitman esque approach for this game. Honestly, I really loved what they did with Unity with that, like when you got to observe your target area and approach it any way you wanted, very Hitman-esque. I want that to come back. So here's to hoping that we get that back and we don't just get more generic RPG, but with a little bit of a spice um, from derived from the last couple of RPG games. So yeah, really excited. Can't wait. Hopefully we get some actual gameplay footage soon. And then we'll go from there. All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.